Audio Jungle.
Twenty-fifth, 2024, after a brief illness at the age of 82, has left an indelible void in the hearts of many across the nation. Chief Iwuanyanwu was a man of many parts, a renowned businessman, philanthropist, political leader, and media mogul. His contributions to Nigeria's economic, political, and social spheres were nothing short of monumental. As founder of Champion newspapers and a key player in diverse business ventures, Chief Iwuanyanwu not only created opportunities for countless Nigerians, but also contributed significantly to the growth of the Nigerian economy. His name became synonymous with integrity, innovation, and unyielding dedication to the betterment of our great country. His leadership of the Apex Socio-Cultural Organization of Igbos in Nigeria and in the diaspora, Ohanaeze, marked a period of renewed focus on the cultural, political, and economic aspirations of the Igbo nation, advocating for unity and collaboration among communities and promoting peace and understanding across ethnic divide. As a committed public servant and political leader, Chief Iwuanyanwu worked tirelessly for national unity and progress. His leadership in politics, his service as member of various national committees, and his active role in shaping Nigeria's democratic evolution speak to his deep commitment to a stable, just, and prosperous Nigeria. He was a true advocate of the people, consistently striving for policies that uplift the less privileged and empower the voiceless. His legacy extends beyond the corridors of business and politics. He was a philanthropist at heart, with a passion for education and youth empowerment. Through the Iwuanyanwu Foundation, he provided scholarships to thousands of Nigerian youths, giving them the tool to build a better future. His enduring belief in the transformative power of education and his relentless pursuit of excellence made him a beacon of hope to many. We cannot speak of Ohanaeze Ndigbo without mentioning his love for sports, especially football. He was a passionate supporter and benefactor of Nigerian football, and his investments in the sector helped bring joy and national pride to countless citizens. His dedication to the advancement of Nigerian sports, particularly through his Iwuanyanwu National Club, now Heartland FC, earned him respect both at home and abroad. In Chief Iwuanyanwu, we have lost not only a giant of our time, but also a man of humility, wisdom, and unwavering dedication to the service of humanity. His life was one of selfless service, and his legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. As we mourn his passing, we must also celebrate his life, a life that was rich in purpose, full of accomplishments, and deeply rooted in the values of patriotism, hard work, and compassion. Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu may be gone, but his contributions to our nation will forever live on in the annals of our history. May his soul rest in perfect peace, and may his family and loved ones find comfort in knowing that he touched the lives of so many in such profound ways. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, in light of the immense contributions of Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu to our nation's progress and development, I move that this distinguished Senate accordingly resolves to observe a minute's silence in honor of Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu, a patriot and statesman who dedicated his life to the service of Nigeria. Constitute a special delegation to represent the National Assembly at the burial rites of Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu. Urge the federal government of Nigeria to immortalize Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu by naming a national structure or monument after him in recognition of his exceptional service and his lasting legacy in business, politics, and philanthropy. I so move. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues.
Distinguished Senator Ume.
Thank you, Mr. President. I remain Senator Victor Ume, OFR. I represent Anambra Central Senatorial District. Mr. President, I rise to join my brother, Senator Ohanaeze, to express our profound sense of loss following the death and exit of this giant and colossus that bestrode this nation in the past 82 years. Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu, his life and essence has been well captured by my distinguished brother in this motion. He went into deep reflection of his life and his activities. But it is worthy to note that despite being a very consummate politician, Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu cannot be described by anybody in the negative realm. He was somebody who abhorred confrontation. He believed in dialogue and in diplomacy in dealing with any issue of concern, both to his people and to the rest of Nigeria. He has been well captured as a nationalist in this motion because Chief Iwuanyanwu played several roles worthy of remembrance in this country. My brother did not remember that he floated one of the airlines, Oriental Airlines, that played very great role in the aviation industry. In newspaper, he owns the Champion newspapers. So he invested in all sectors that were useful in promoting national development. In his last years, our people found him worthy to lead Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide. That organization is an organization that can only be led by somebody who is noble in character, somebody who is fearless, somebody who will speak the truth at all times. He provided this leadership in the past few years before he went down. Our consolation is that before he died, the chairman of the Southeast Caucus of this Senate had to lead a delegation to see him in his sickbed, where he wished this country well and encouraged everybody in leadership in Nigeria to think about the poor people of Nigeria, the less privileged, how we can help to solve the problems in the country. He preached unity. That was what he tried to use Ohanaeze Ndigbo to advance, trying to build bridges, trying to reach out to leaderships of this country in a way to bring everybody together. Now that he has gone, we pray that his death will not rob us of his pristine beliefs that we are better together than divided. So I join to say that Nigeria has lost a great man. I know that people from all parts of Nigeria know Iwuanyanwu and they may like to contribute. So may his soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, my name is Senator Abdul Ningi, and I represent Bauchi Central of Bauchi State. Mr. President, Dr. Iwuanyanwu is indeed a household name in the entire scope of Nigerian society. His influence goes far beyond the eastern part of the country, especially within the Igbo nation. For me, Mr. President, one of the highlights of Dr. Iwuanyawu's adventure in this world is the establishment of the famous Iwuanyanwu National. He founded a team that was not only a pride to Nigeria, but a pride to Africa. Iwuanyanwu occupied then, Iwuanyanwu National occupied in our sporting calendar a no-forgotten football club that has led this national competition times and times again. And he was one of the very few Nigerians that ventured to sponsor a team that became national champions. Therefore, Dr. Iwuanyanwu lost, and for the time he was funding the Iwuanyanwu National, he was the star of Nigerian sports. Secondly, Mr. President, Iwuanyanwu was a member of the Board of Trustees of our famous party, the PDP. I had in several occasions listened to him. One of the few big Nigerians that is so principled in understanding the oneness of this country. At every given time when Iwuanyanwu speaks, he doesn't speak about Igbos. He doesn't only speak about northern Nigeria or southern Nigeria. He speaks about Nigeria. And therefore, when a character of this nature is lost, it is incumbent of all of us to rise to mention him, mention his name, because Iwuanyawu's name will be written in gold. And I support this motion in particular of the mention that something of national significance must be named after this gentleman who has given his all in bringing about peace and unity to Nigerians. I so submit, Mr. President.
I want to thank Senator Ohanaeze Ndigbo for bringing this beautiful motion. Chief Iwuanyanwu is like a mentor to me. I almost worked with him all my life. I used to lead the Iwuanyanwu National to all parts of Africa to play. And that is how I dependently found a lot of interest in football. I used to be the leader of Iwuanyanwu National. When he was alive, the daughter can testify that. And he made me almost the vice chairman of the team because I handled the team from his pocket and my pocket. In 1988, 89, 90, 91, I led the Iwuanyanwu National everywhere because of Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu. And Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu also made me to enter into the aircraft business. He made me, from his Oriental airline, I opened the Slug airline. He also made me to open the Sun newspaper and the Telegraph newspaper and the Sporting Sun. Because everything he laid foundation about, we are still holding the flag for him. I know that somebody must die. And he died at the ripe age. Whether anybody wants to agree with this or not, he's gone, and all of us will go one day. It's just a question of time. So, Mr. President, I don't want to waste much time than to appreciate a thorough gentleman called Mr. Iwuanyanwu, who is gone, and also to tell you that we are not going to depart from the family friendship we have had with him, minding since I left school. I've been with him, and I will continue to be with the family. I want to thank the governor of Imo State, which had played a leading role in keeping Chief Iwuanyanwu all over the world, taking him to hospitals and everywhere, and thank the Imo people, both the civil servant and the businessmen, and thank the family, and also thank Senator Ezenwa and other senators from Imo State. May he so rest in peace, and I urge my colleagues that anything we have put in this motion, that they should please allow us to accept it in good faith. Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you, my distinguished. Given the opportunity, every single senator would like to say something good about this man. But I think the most important thing to the family is for them to know that collectively, the Nigerian Senate recognizes his invaluable contributions to the growth and development of this country and his propagation of unity, particularly as the immediate past chairman of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. So I want to thank all for all your contributions and those who also intend to contribute when we go to meet the family by way of delegation. So we go straight into the prayers. Prayer 1, observe a minute silence in honor of Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu, a patriot, a statesman who dedicated his life to the service of Nigeria and its people. Those in support of prayer 1 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 2, constitute a special delegation to represent the Senate at the burial rites of Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu. Those in support of prayer 2 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 3, urge the federal government of Nigeria to immortalize Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu's name by naming a national monument after him in recognition of his exceptional services and his lasting legacies, both in business and politics, and even in philanthropy to the nation. Those in support of prayer 3 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Like I said, I thank everybody. I personally knew Chief Dr. Iwuanyanwu. I interacted with him. He was a great man, a man of peace, a man who tried to mold his people together. This represents a very great loss to Imo State, to Ndigbo as a whole, and to Nigeria. And even in the field of business, he was a colossus. In sports, he was a colossus. His contribution to the development of youths will never be forgotten. His football club, Iwuanyanwu Football Club, was one of the best in Africa, not just in Nigeria alone. So from my own point of view, I also extend my heartfelt condolences to his family. So may we now rise for 1 minute silence in honor of this great man.
Audio Jungle.